Hello, I'm Martinez. My name is Itzell, and I'll be having my next giveaway when I reach 500 subscribers. I will have questions during the live, and when I reach 450, I'll do the questions again in a premiere. Right now, let's see what palettes are up for grabs this go round. So be sure to share me out to help me get there. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Good morning, everyone. I'm Martinez. My name is Itzell, and it's Favorite Friday. We're on episode 28. Can you believe it? Let's spin the wheel to find out the show. There we go. Let's see. Charmed. It's one of my favorite shows, but of course, we're chatting my favorite shows. Of course, it is. So, if you don't know anything about Charmed, it follows three sisters, Prue, Piper, and Phoebe, and then as time goes on, we lose Prue, and then it follows Paige instead, Piper and Phoebe's half sister. So let me check off Charmed from my list. Hold on one second. So, not only does it follow three sisters, but they're witches. So, and I like that it includes, not just witches, but like warlocks and demons and like fairies and all these different kinds of creatures, leprechauns, like, yeah. So, I like that it does that as well. And they were not close at first. Like, the three sisters in the beginning were not close. They were estranged, and it mainly had to do with, I believe, their father. Like, one sister wanted to find their father, the other two were like, no, and yeah. It kind of just went from there. But, they came around and, finally we're in a good spot. And it was similar with Paige, just because Paige was an only child. She wasn't used to having any siblings. So it was just like a learning experience for everyone, because like Piper suddenly became the older sister, like the oldest sister when she was in the middle, and then Phoebe went from being the baby to being the middle child, and in the middle child role you have to like kind of be the middleman for your sisters, and it wasn't something that she was used to, and like Paige was used to just being by herself. So it's like now she had two older sisters that depended on her, and it was a lot to get used to. So, what did I like about the show? Well, I said that I liked that there were different creatures, different mystical beings. Like, I like that a lot. And, I like the bond between sisters. I liked, even when they fought and they had differences and they were on the outs, like, eventually they worked their stuff out and they had a really close bond again. So I like that even though, things were hard, you know, they worked through it and, they came out of it on top. I like that a lot. And I like even when, when the sisters did something really bad, that they didn't pile on top when they could have, and they just tried to be there and support their sister as best they could. So I like that a lot. Alright, is there anything else that I really like? I think that's mainly it. Favorite characters. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. Let me think about the sisters. Which one is probably my favorite? I feel like Phoebe is my favorite of the sisters, mainly because like her powers aren't like her sisters where they're not active, at least not for a very long time. So, she always felt like she had to compensate and make up for stuff and just try harder and fight harder and all this stuff. And it's just like, it just feels relatable to me. And she can be kind of silly and goofy, and she's so lovable. And she's very flirtatious, and overall, like, she's just a sweet person. And I like that character so much. It's part of the reason why I love the name. So, yeah, definitely Phoebe is on the top of my list. Let's see. Other characters. Chris. No, not baby Chris, like grown up Chris, who is Piper's youngest son. Um, I like that he gave up his life in the future to try and fix things and to save his brother from turning evil, and that he loves his family that much, even though it was like torture for him to be with his family without them knowing that they're his family, and knowing stuff that they don't know, and having to live with like that, and trying to keep his distance and not bond with them, when it's just like, how can you not bond with your mom and your aunts? Like, it's hard not to. And eventually he became close with them. So yeah, I just like how he kept pushing forward through all of the BS. So yeah, Phoebe and Chris. And I know there's more people in here that I like. Well, I liked him through most of the show, Daryl. Towards the end, it was hard to like him, but I did really like Daryl throughout the show, most of the time. He didn't have any magic abilities. He was like a detective. I think they called them inspectors. And yeah, he would cover for the girls and help them with tips, so they could solve these like mysteries and deal with the real problem that is causing all this like loss throughout the show, which was almost always demonic. So yep. So we got Phoebe and Chris and Daryl. Who else? Oh yeah, definitely love Coop. Now Coop is Phoebe's husband, her second husband. Which it's funny to me, when they traveled back in time. Now this was before Paige, and they went to where the beginning of their line was being born. Someone, like, it was like a Hallows Eve, and someone, like, I can't remember if it was an orange or an apple, but they were peeling it and they put it in the water. I think it was an apple slice, but they said that it would turn into the letter of like your true love, and they did it for Phoebe, and it turned into a C, and she thought it was for Cole, but it was for Coop. She just didn't know that. And yeah, she was very closed off when it came to love, and I feel like that most of that was Cole's fault. Put her through a lot, but Coop helped her open up her heart again, and she fell in love with the Cupid, and wasn't surprised at all because Phoebe's so loving and caring, and it just made sense. and it wasn't a forbidden love like it was for Leo and Piper, so that was nice. Alright, so I think those are my main favorite characters. Let's get on to least favorite characters. Alright. Cole, who is Phoebe's ex-husband and the former ruler of the underworld, and he's just very manipulative and has his own agenda, and I just don't like him. So there's that. Like, he's half demon, half human, so most of that is just embedded in him. Like, he tried really hard, but overall, I guess the demon in him was too strong. Let's see, who else besides Cole? Honestly, this might surprise some people, I don't know. I didn't really like Prue. Prue was a lot to take, and it would have been hard for me to like my sister if she was that overbearing and just like didn't ever want to relinquish any kind of control. So, yeah. I like that she, you know, did what she needed to do for her sisters, but overall, like, her personality wise, I wasn't the biggest fan of Prue. Let's see, we got Cole and Prue, and who else did I dislike? The source of all evil. I didn't like him at all. As you can tell, he's the source of all evil. He was not a good person at all. So I didn't like him. I didn't like the seer. She's very manipulative, and it turned out that she just wanted to be on top. She just wanted to rule. But it seems like most demons are like that. Those are my main least favorite characters. I don't have that many. And I do like Leo and Piper and Paige. They're just not at the top of my list. Let's see. What did I dislike about the show? I disliked when there was beef between like Phoebe, Piper, and Paige when, you know, Phoebe turned evil. She was the queen of the underworld, so there was big strife. Like, I didn't like that. I didn't like the big divider between them. Luckily, they got past that. And I also didn't like all the crap that Leo and Piper had to go through to be together. But I feel like it made their relationship so much stronger. Like, they had to lose each other so many times throughout the show. It was really hard. So when they finally got to be together and stay together, I loved that for them. Why would I recommend the show to another person? Well, if you like magic as much as I do, if you like the sisterly bond, if you like, you know, just trying your best to help people and push forward, you'll really like the show. And I like that it includes that you can't save everybody, and just send you that message that you can try your best, but sometimes things are just unavoidable. So I'm sure you'll like Charmed as much as I do. Now, the only place I know where to watch it, like on streaming, is Amazon Prime. But they changed Prime, so now there are commercials unless you pay to not have commercials. So there's that. If you know where to watch it, like anywhere else, let me know, because they took it off of Netflix and I don't think they ever put it back. And I don't know about Hulu. So, yeah. I hope you like this show. Let me know if you like Charm. Let me know what you like about it. And catch me in the next one. Bye.